Hello, my name is Yogendra Kumar, and I'm going to we are going to start today number system chapter, which has weightage of 8 marks in CBSE. Okay, in your school exam, it has weightage of 8 marks. But apart from that, it is very important chapter for understanding the because we are going to deal with the different kind of numbers further. So it is important in that way. Like we are like from now on, like we are going to deal with so many kind of numbers. So that's what we are going to learn in this chapter. And weightage is there, but apart from that, okay, it is like just starting the maths. Okay, so we need to do use these all numbers which we are going to study in the upcoming chapters. Okay, these all numbers we will be using, so that's why it is very important chapter. Okay, my name is, by the way, okay, brief about me. Okay, my name is Yogendra Kumar, and I have total 8 years of teaching experience now. Okay, and then I'm a BTech graduate. Okay, in 2010 I cleared my BTech exam, course I completed. Okay, so after that I'm into teaching. Okay, so let's start, guys. Okay, let's do the uh, topic related things further. Okay, so it is lecture number 1 for the number system chapter. Okay, so what we are going to see in this chapter, we are going to cover these all topics: number line. What is a number line? Okay, how do we show the number line? Okay, that is what we are going to talk about. Like number line, I hope you know, many of you, that it is what this number here is 0, and right side of the number line is what positive numbers are there here, positive numbers, and this side, these are negative numbers. Okay, left side are what, negative numbers. So this way we are trying to keep the standard. Okay, that this is what we are going to follow. Okay, or like everyone will follow. Okay, like this we will be studying number line. Okay, it is not different for person to person. Like they can't keep, okay, like other side numbers. Okay, like different numbers and all, like you can't change this. Okay, this is what we need to remember, number line. So if you say here, this is what minus infinite and this is what plus infinite. Okay, like this here, negative infinity and positive infinity. What is the meaning of that? Okay, like very big number here this side, and very negative very big number. Okay, like that there. So what we are going to see next, okay, rational numbers, irrational numbers, then their decimal, like okay, by the way, what are real numbers actually? Like I think we can start right away here. What are real numbers? We have whatever numbers we talk about. Okay, what all numbers we study, okay, in maths. Okay, and so far whatever number you studied, those all are real numbers. Okay, there are imaginary numbers also we talk about. Okay, but that is later on. As of now, whatever numbers you are dealing with, okay, those are all real numbers. Okay, so as of now you can assume that all are real numbers only, whatever we are studying. Imaginary number comes in one of the chapter, complex number, which is there in 11th grade. So as of now you don't need to worry about imaginary numbers. All are real numbers. Whatever number you are able to write as of now, whatever number you are dealing with in maths, okay, those all are real numbers for us. Okay, so these real numbers could be rational, which are of this form, integers, whole numbers, natural numbers, or irrational, which are like, which looks like difficult to handle. Okay, like which are like kind of little bit complicated than these rational numbers. So we can say irrational numbers are like these kind of weird numbers. Okay, you can say, right? Okay, that's what it is. So pi, e, root 2, these are irrational numbers for us. We are going to talk about these more, okay, later on, but as of now these are what you can remember. We will discuss about them in detail, okay, later on, but let's come to the topic, okay, which is what we have next. Okay, so as I told you about the number line, right? Already, number line is a pictorial representation. You can read about it, okay, like this. Okay, like I think you can understand this line meaning. Okay, the definition is written. Definition is not so important, but what is the basic idea? Okay, that is what important for us. You can add here minus infinity to positive infinity here, right? Like this here, very big positive number, very big very like negative very big number. Okay, like we can say. Okay, this is called as right side of number line. and this is what left side. 0 is a point where we decide right or left. Okay, so 0 is what very important, and then about that only we are going to see it, left side. So what are the numbers here? Positive, this side positive numbers, as I told you before, and this side negative numbers. Okay, negative numbers are there. So important notes on a number line, the number on the left is always less than the, yes, this is very very important point. A number on the left means the number which is here and here, which is lesser. On the left is what? Minus 10, so that is less. So we say always we are going from this side. We read, actually, by the way, we will be reading the numbers from this side. Okay, like this, left to right. Okay, we can read from this side also, but what it is, increasing order is like this. Okay, from left to right it increases. So this is what increasing order, left to right we will go. A number on the right is always greater, right? I think it makes sense. Like you might be understanding this, right? Okay, very good. Chalo, next I think we can move on to next. What, this is very very important, guys. Okay, what we need to learn now? Rational numbers. What are rational numbers actually? So if any number which can be written in p by q form, any number which can be represented in p by q form is called as rational numbers. There are few conditions which we need to remember, right? Q should not be 0. Denominator of any number should not be 0. Otherwise, it is not like it is not defined. Actually, we cannot divide a number by 0. It's impossible to divide a number by 0, right? So that's why we say it is not defined if it is 0. If you say 5 by 0 is what? It is not defined, right? It is not defined. Okay. Also, we can say that any fraction fits under the category of rational numbers where denominator and numerator are integers and denominator is not equal to 0, right? So if I say here, this is what, okay, not a rational number. But if I say is 1.1 a rational number? Yes, it is rational. Why? Because 1.1 can be written as 1. Okay, what is there in the denominator of every number? What is there in the denominator of every number? We have in the denominator, we have the this one. So we have 1. So now it can be removed off. Okay, like this point can go. So it can be written as finally 11 by 10. So is the numerator integer? Yes. Is the denominator integer? Yes. Is the denominator equal to, not equal to 0? Yes. Right. Is it fulfilling all the things here which we want to talk about? Right. One more last point, when rational number. Okay. Okay. One more point is what very important here in p by q form. Both should be co-prime numbers. Okay. These two should be co-prime numbers. What is the meaning of that now? Co-prime numbers means we say that there is no common factor. Co-prime numbers means what? There is no common factor. Okay, this is also important point. I know it is not mentioned, but you can write. Okay, there should be no common factor. When rational number is divided, the resultant will be a decimal form, which may be either terminating or repeating decimal. Okay, we will come to this point again. I know it might not be making much sense here, but no problem. I'm going to take the example, okay, for to explain this when we will see the decimal expansion, right? So this is what it is. I hope you are getting the idea. Rational numbers are what? Those numbers which can be represented in p by q form. Now if you say is 5 a rational number? Yes, 5 is a rational number because 5 divided by 1. P is integer, Q is integer. Are they co-prime number? Yes. Is Q not equal to 0? Yes, right. Q should not be equal to 0, right? So that's what we need to remember. Perfect. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, now what are irrational numbers? So just opposite. Okay, numbers which cannot be written in P by Q form. numbers which cannot be represented, which cannot be represented into the p by q form. Those are what? Irrational numbers. Like pi is there, root 2 is there, root 3 is there, root 5 is there, right? These are what? Irrational numbers. Okay, these are what? Irrational numbers for us. Is root 8 irrational number? Yes. 2 root 2, so this is irrational number. Is root 4 irrational number? No.